So now that you're in a place of recovery where you're able to start implementing some of these healthy habits without using them as coping mechanisms or fixing mechanisms, um, this is a really good place to be, right? Because when it comes to the beginning, I typically recommend none of this somatic stuff, for the most part, right? No doing yoga every time you feel anxious, no breathing exercises or Wim Hof or whatever every time you feel anxious because they're being used as one of the five F's. They're being used as a way to fix. So, for example, right, if you are feeling the anxiety building up, ooh, I got to go meditate. No, you got to use ideal and get back to what you're doing, right? That's how you get out of the cycle. But once you're getting out of the cycle, we're looking at optimal health now, right? So we're not doing these things to cure the anxiety. We're doing these things regardless of symptoms. We're doing these things as lifelong, um, you know, parts of our day. So some things that I highly recommend. One, exercise, exercise, exercise. Like I feel day and night when I cannot exercise. Um, and in the beginning, I was doing, exercise simply because I wanted to recover. And then I stopped exercising entirely for pretty much all of my recovery because I was pregnant and just didn't feel like it. And then I got back into it and I'm pregnant again. And so now I'm not exercising and I can feel the toll that it takes on my stress levels. Like if I'm not burning off that adrenaline and that energy, I feel it. So, highly recommend that you start an exercise protocol. Um, Again, this is something that I only recommend you do any of this if you want to do it now and forever, right? If this is going to be like part of your long-term lifestyle, this has nothing to do with anxiety. This is just stress maintenance, healthy living, optimal living, right? So if you have not exercised, have not gotten to your routine of exercise, you can always start with like YouTube videos. I literally watched, her name is Grow with Joe, J-O. You can't miss her. She's got like millions of subscribers, but she has these at home like walking videos, and I like them. And so I like her stuff. Really easy place to start. If you were previously going to the gym, get back into the gym, right? Um, and implement that into your lifestyle at bare minimum, going for a daily walk, right, is going to be key for you. Number two, um, meditation. I actually really like. I want to really be careful of how I talk about meditation though, because there is a very like new agey, unbiblical side of meditation. So that's not what I'm talking about. But there are certain apps, Abide being one of them. There's another app that I like called Fit Mind. Fit Mind is something you have to kind of filter because there are some things in there. Like I personally don't agree with evolution, right? It doesn't fit my biblical lens. I'm not talking about microevolution, I'm talking about the big picture evolution. And so like you'll hear things like that in that app sometimes. So you've got to be careful if you use that app because it is not like a Christian app. But I do love Fit Mind as well. And so daily meditation, right? At the same time every day, regardless of your symptoms, regardless of your stress, think of this as maintenance, right? This is just to keep your stress levels healthy, keep your life healthy. Meditation's good. Cold showers are really good. There's lots of benefits of taking an ice cold shower for like 5 minutes at a time. And it's a great time to practice response, practice mindfulness, right? Cold showers are awesome. Here in Florida, they don't exist for half the year because it's so hot. Like if I take a cold shower right now, it's like lukewarm. So in the winter, I can take a cold shower. In the summer, I cannot. And so you probably seen all the hype about cold plunges and all that kind of stuff. There are totally health benefits to that. So that's something I recommend. If you enjoy breath work, that's fine, right? I don't do that on a daily basis, but if you enjoy it and you want to keep up with it post cycle, cool, right? Maybe instead of meditation or something. Um, and then when it comes to eating, right? Getting enough protein, making sure that you are not filling your whole body up with processed crap 24/7. Can you recover and live a fine life? Sure. Can you live optimal health? No, right? So those are some of the basic things that I am currently implementing into my life now that I am past the anxiety cycle. Um, Nothing wrong with supplements and things like that. But again, I just want to reemphasize that this is not if you are in a place of trying to cure your anxiety still. Do not do any of this stuff. I didn't do any of this stuff during recovery. Like none of it stuck for me. So this is for after you're recovering from the anxiety cycle, living a healthy lifestyle, getting back into normalcy. So just a few things to think about. But yeah, I'm sure there's a ton of other things. Those are kind of like the basics that I would recommend to anybody, like with exercise being like first and foremost. So I hope that helps.